Are you looking for a place?
That creates lifelong friendships.
A place that feels like home.
A place that drives you to new opportunities.
That teaches you skills to improve.
A place that sets the standard.
That challenges you to be better every day.
A place full of opportunity.
We are that place. We are Itawamba Community College, and you belong here.
It feels like the deck is stacked against you before you even start your business. What's the difference between someone who fails and someone who succeeds? To succeed, you need an edge. You might invent technology that nobody else can imagine. Maybe you make the perfect product with the perfect fit. But what every successful business has is a bank that is there for them. Instead of saying slow down, a bank that asks, what's next? Renaissance Bank, understanding you.
Edition Mississippi Sports Today, live from Davis Event Center at Itawamba Community College on campus here with Bobby Basket, with Tom Massigill from ASI. We had a great trip over with the celebrity sprinter, and now they've given us the red carpet treatment. We got food over. Coach Macon, what do you got over there, man?
Chicken tenders, Spanish dip.
Good to have you, man. But we're glad to have Tom and Bobby with us today, and we're excited about our next guest, man. When you talk about ICC athletics and everything going on with it, we better speak with and the athletic director of Deacon Students, Dr. Chad Case. Good morning, Dr. Case.
Thank you.
All right.
Good to have you, man.
Thank you for having us. We are so proud to be here today, and thank y'all for the hospitality. But, you know, I was over here in the early 80s. Bobby was over here in the early 2000s.
Yeah.
Give you an idea of the age gap here. But we
Tom was in the 40s.
Tom was here when there was no school, right? But it's just remarkable the changes over the years and the things that are still going on. And talk about some of the facility upgrades and renovations that you guys have just finished and some still going.
Sure. We've recently completed the baseball field upgrade. Previously, you know, you would stand behind the first base dugout, look across, and you couldn't see the third baseman's ankles. So they came
not good.
No, not good at all. Came in, redid the irrigation, the drainage, and laser graded the field. We have turf on the aprons now, big new ICC logo behind home plate. So that's phase one, and phase 2, 3, and 4 will come later. Softball, tennis facility, did the Andy Kirk naming yesterday.
Saw that. Yeah.
So great day for ICC athletics yesterday. Tennis and softball has new locker rooms. The press box has where Adam and his crew can broadcast the game. Got a presidential suite, and then another room off to the side there for announcing of the game, the players, and so forth. Just an unbelievable facility. I would argue that it's top in the state of Mississippi.
Well, we're sitting inside Davis Event Center. For those who haven't been here, it really takes your breath away when you walk in and say, this is a community college arena. And as John, your IT guy, and I appreciate John helping us with our broadcast today, was telling you, it's a multi-purpose facility. So a lot goes on here besides just the basketball and so forth.
We do. We host basketball here, and of course graduation, and way back when we did some concerts in here as well. But a lot of people, we have a scholars luncheon that's hosted in here as well. So currently hosting the 4A tournament, basketball, I know, but we host a lot of high school tournaments and middle school tournaments as well. So this building is a kind of, I don't want to say catch-all, but a lot goes on in this building.
It's beautiful. Yeah, it really is.
Well, high schoolers come into this building and they feel like they're big time.
Right. This building and really all of our facilities. And a big thank you to Dr. Allen and Dr. Boggs for seeing the need to renovate and upgrade some of our athletic facilities. This facility, of course, it's been here, but you know, all the buildings around campus, and there's a lot going on. Not just in athletics. You know, you've got a convention center that will have Chick-fil-A in it at some point, and that's a huge selling point for the students. So ICC is really growing, not in numbers, but also facilities and upgrades.
I mean, you look across the board at your calendar year in sports, football, play away from making the playoffs, men's and women's programs in just about every sport, your springs, even cheer. I mean, your coaches and your athletes are doing a tremendous job here.
Really are bringing in great athletes, great people. You can have great athletes, but most importantly, we want to bring in great people, and our coaches are doing that and developing into young men and young women that can go back out and make ICC proud. So cheer, absolutely finished second in the nation at the National Cheer Championships in Orlando. I think they missed out on the national title by 9/10 of a point. So absolutely remarkable job that Coach Bryant Nichols did with his student athletes. So everybody, all of our sports, playoffs and performing well on the court, field, and also in the classroom.
Yeah. Dr. Casey, I mean, you alluded to it a second ago, great facilities, great coaches bring great players, and great players bring wins. So, I mean, it's exciting as a Pasco alum to see what ICC is turning into and has become.
Yes.
What's the next step for you?
Well, we just want to continue. We want to continue to grow. We want to continue to maintain the competitiveness that we have on the field. And I said a while ago, most importantly, we want to develop good student athletes and productive people in society. So our coaches are doing that. As far as the next step, we just want to continue to do that, but we also want to progress, and we want to start winning some championships.
Yeah, I see your golf team occasionally in Tupelo at some of the courses over there, and golf's one of the programs that a lot of people don't realize is strong here. And
right.
And we were remarking when we rode in to town that Brian Dozier has a sign, welcome, but there's a couple of pretty good golfers from Fulton. You guys need a sign. So we're trying to get on that.
Right. Well, it's hard to, our golf team plays out in Avery, and then they bounce around to a lot of tournaments. So,
sure.
So we don't get to see them a whole lot. We'll see them at other events as they come in and support our other teams. And Coach Boggs is doing a great job. And he's trying to build that program, and he's going to get there, and he's going to start winning some matches. And we look forward to see that progress this spring.
All right, I had a text a minute ago said early 80s. Craig, you didn't go to ICC, you went to IJC. So thank you, buddy, for checking in today. ICC softball facility from our text line, top notch.
Very much so. If you haven't seen it, I invite you to come out. Let us know you haven't seen it, and I'll give you a tour of the building. It's an unbelievable facility.
Well, Dr. Case, congrats on all the successes and the continued work being done here. It's improved this place every day, and you got a great team here, sir, and we appreciate it.
Thank y'all so much for being here and having me.
All right, Dr. Chad Casey, everybody give it up.
Guys, you're not going to believe the luck I've had lately. Just the other day, I had a flat tire, thought I was in big trouble. Before I know it, somebody pulled it over, fixed the tire.
Oh, that's not luck, Kirk. It's because
that's not the only thing. How about when I'm in a studio, drop the cell phone, bang, shatters completely. Guy hands me a brand new cell phone.
Yeah, Kirk, that's because you have Renaissance Rewards Extra.
Yeah, roadside assistance, cell phone protection, coupon straight to your phone.
And another discount with Renaissance Rewards Extra, Mr. Herbstreit.
Life's just easier when you have Renaissance Rewards Extra.
Welcome to the pasta party!
1, 2, 3.
Making new traditions.
Now let's go and keep going.
Sharing old stories. Homemade pasta.
Enjoy. Cheers to us. We did it.
And a nice cold Coke.
Okay, ready? 1, ready. 2.
That's my recipe for magic.
All right, Little Caesar's Crazy Puffs. Whoa!
Is this little Becky?
We're not ready. Birthday cake comes in. It is so cute. My dad's eating Crazy Puffs again. Don't ask.
Whoa. Have you tried the new bacon ones?
There are bacon ones?
Pizza. It feels like the deck is stacked against you before you even start your business. What's the difference between someone who fails and someone who succeeds? To succeed, you need an edge. You might invent technology that nobody else can imagine. Maybe you make the perfect product with the perfect fit. But what every successful business has is a bank that is there for them. Instead of saying slow down, a bank that asks, what's next? Renaissance Bank, understanding you.
And Coach may be a closet fan, but he's a fan of the program, you told me.
Without a doubt. And I think the other thing that's really neat is I get to see these kids coming in, and I'll see them in the summer, I'll see them in the fall, see them grow, see the impact they make. And then, like you talked about, like Darius Slade, Brendan McPhee, their ability to move on to the next level is huge. Not only to the next university level, they're going to grow, but be successful. It's amazing.
Yeah, it is. We spoke with Dr. Case about this place. It seems every time I come here, there's a new building. There's something positive going on, right. And so I just wanted your sort of comments behind his on the expansion, everything going on.
Well, and I appreciate you observing that and seeing that. It's something we have to continually work at to stay competitive, not just in athletics, but in all areas, academics, career technical, the whole 9 yards. It's quality of life, our residence halls, updating the ones that we've had for a number of years, and going in and building new ones like our Magnolia Hall. But you'll see that construction taking place and renovations at all of our locations. So Belden just finished a robotics lab at Tupelo campus. We've got a renovation happening at our health science building, a pretty large expansion there. And then the building going on at our truck driving range, brand new range. We've got a new building going up that'll enhance what we can do for our truck driving program, which will be great. That's the backbone of how we get our goods.
Absolutely.
Our stores, so we got to do that. And then back on this campus with our connection center here on the front part of campus, right in front of the band hall, will be not only the meeting space we desperately need, but it will also be probably the most exciting thing is the Chick-fil-A coming.
Hey, Chick-fil-A's coming, my friends. I want to be here for the ribbon cutting. Please have it. It's going to be awesome.
We may put you in the cow costume, but
that'll work. Won't be the first time.
I understand.
Now, we talked about athletics and obviously the competition among programs, and it's pretty fierce here in Mississippi but it's also for students. And so I wanted you to speak to that a little bit because you're in the business of getting kids and young people, I should say, to come.
We are. And I always say, I've done this for 29 years or so now in community college leadership, and our goal, and I've been over enrollment before, so our goal is not just to meet the numbers. We're not just trying to do that, but we know that we change people's lives with education. And we put people on the path to great income levels, life-changing experiences, generational-changing experiences income-wise with the degrees they can earn right here. And so we want to help them find their path, whatever that path is. If it's here, straight to work, or then here into a university, we're willing to work with them in any way we can. Even if they're not as prepared as they believe they should be. Adults coming back, great place for adults to come back. It's never too late to learn.
True.
And that's another piece of those facilities. We have to continue to upgrade our facilities to make sure that they're having a great experience. So we work really hard at creating student engagement opportunities at all of our locations to make sure that it's an opportunity to learn both in and out of the classroom.
Yeah, we went here and look at us.
Look at y'all, I tell you.
The best start here, my friend.
Start here, absolutely.
Here's a note from one of our listeners. Says hello today. My daughter played softball there, moved on to the next level. Love ICC and Dr. Allen.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I need a fan or two every so often, but I will say that we named our softball field after Kirk yesterday. What a great opportunity to name the field after him and the impact he made on our program. Still comes back and helps Adam and the guys with streaming football games and the sidelines, so many different things. So it's neat to see that. I should mention Coach Collier was with me a while ago that our updates to the baseball field. Our baseball field's level. It's great. It's a great playing surface, new dugouts. Great experience is going to improve not only the players' experience, but I think our fans' experience as well.
Something else they didn't do back in our day, Dr. Allen, was laser grade.
Yeah.
Laser grade on the field.
What a concept! Yeah, that flat field, but you got to have the drainage. So we've got a lot of drainage built underneath that field, and those aren't cheap expenditures. But it's about trying to provide every program we have, whether athletic or academic, instructional, a great opportunity to learn and play.
Dr. J. Allen at Wilmington Community College. Thank you again,
thank you
sir.
guys. Appreciate it so much.
All right. Appreciate you again for having us, Dr. Allen. Appreciate you listening to our program.
Absolutely.
I can't believe smart people listen to us. That made it happen.
Are you looking for a place
that creates lifelong friendships? A place that feels like home.
A place that drives you to new opportunities.
That teaches you skills to improve.
A place that sets the standard.
That challenges you to be better every day. A place full of opportunity.
We are that place. We are Itawamba Community College, and you belong here.
Guaranty Bank, formerly known as First American National Bank, is a proud supporter of ICC Athletics. Visit gbtonline.com. Guaranty Bank. We're more than a bank, we're a community.
Yes, sir, it is. You got to have those horses, you know, to win those Kentucky Derbies. But, you know, I got a good group. They went 11-3 in the fall, and they love baseball. They love to be out there. You can't work them too hard. They're eager to be out there, and that's just they're another fun group to be around, and I'm excited about it.
You got 3-1 to start that 4-3 win on the walk-off by Bryson Jackson of Kossuth in the first game, and Madden Butler of Corinth just named the Player of the Week. Talk about his so far so good, my friend.
Yes, sir. He's been hot as a firecracker. He came out there, because I got to tell him, you know, when you get that chance, make it where the coach can't pull you out of the lineup, you know. So ain't gonna be rough to take him out. He had a big home run in the Jackson State game here, and he had another one up there, and he came in with a vengeance to take over his spot.
First 4 games of the season, Madden Butler has an on-base percentage of .615. Impressive. 7 runs scored, 6 batted in, 2 home runs, batting .545. So, yeah, hot may be an understatement. And, you know, Coach says the pitching starts catching up. And don't you see that through the course of the season? We have a little catch up with the pitching staffs.
Yes, sir. They'll get to going, and they'll start finding their pitches and developing other pitches and feeling comfortable on the mound. And you know, all these first few games get out of their systems, and they'll relax. And it's the same with hitters. Hitters are kind of behind too now. They haven't got a lot of live at bats yet, so we hit a lot in the cages and on the field. But yeah, it's a game you got to just keep playing every day, and you know, he can't sit there and get comfortable with having that weekend. You know, it's a everyday event. This is not, you know, I know it's a signing day for football. They play once a week. We got to go more than that. So
right.
We got to be able to play. And, he's a good one. He's working hard, and we're excited about him. There's some others pretty hot too now. Bryson Jackson now, he hit a home run right afterwards, relaxes in that second ball game after he walked it off. So
wow.
Evan McCarthy's been hot too. Evan from Saltillo, he's swinging a hot bat too, and it's good early for us to hit it like that, because I think they'll keep going and getting better and even hit it better the next time. There's a few that led us in the fall that hadn't gotten hot yet, so you know you don't want them all hot at the same time.
That's
somebody else is
yes.
going to have to pick up the other one too. So.
And you know, with the wealth of talent you have, you mentioned Saltillo, and there are a lot of great programs that develop these kids. And over the years, you've seen and been able to draw from some pretty high-level baseball in high school around here.
Yes, sir. We got some good baseball in high school around here. There's a lot of good high school coaches. I love all of them. I have a good relationship with them, and you know, we just try to recruit them and get the best ones we can in here, and it's a good deal.
Yeah, as I understand, and thanks to Adam Gore for providing our info on this sort of your ability to see things in potential. And he used an example of Houston Harding. No one recruited him. Tell us that story.
Oh, yes, sir. You know, I'm somewhere every night when we're not playing to recruit, and I was just out at DeSoto Central one night, and I was sitting up in the stands with a kid's dad that's coming already. We already had him signed, and he said, "What you looking for, Coach? What you doing tonight?" I said, "I'm just out watching good baseball. It's good playoff baseball." And I said, "I'm always looking for pitching." And he said, "Hey, Coach, there's a guy sitting right down there on the bottom corner that it's a pretty good pitcher at ECS, Evangelical Christian School in Memphis." And I said, "Well, introduce him to me." So I said, "What's his name?" He said, "His name's Houston Harding." I said, "Okay." So we walked down there, and I said, "You know, hi, Houston, I'm Coach Collier, Itawamba, man. I heard you hadn't signed anywhere yet. when they were through with high school, this is at the end of the playoffs, I said, hey man, would you be interested in coming just throwing a pin for me? And he said, oh, yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir. I said, well, just here's my number. Let me have yours. Text me your name. Make sure I got your number, and just we'll talk to each other later on. And it wasn't 3 minutes. He comes back and taps me on the shoulder and says, hey, Coach, can I come throw that pin in the morning? I said, man, yeah. So now I'm not gonna lie, man, I had a good group signed. We won the conference that year. We were ranked first in the nation. I had some pitching that year. I had Midland from Ripley and Lancaster from Corinth and Krieger from Corinth, and I had a bunch of them. So Harding came over and I said, he threw a pin. He's 82, 83, and big old boy. And I said, look, man, you can end my recruiting right now for this year. I'd love to have you. Let's give you a shot. And he said, let me go home and talk to my dad and all that. Well, I'm standing out at practice. My phone starts vibrating. I have to look. I look down. I go, hey, guys, hold on. Give me a second. It was Houston Harding. He said, hey, Coach, I want that spot. I said, man, yeah, come on. You know you got a place to play, and I'm done with recruiting this year. We got it. And so he comes in. You tell that kid to run 10 pole sprints, he runs 20. He was on the bottom edge of the weightlifting, and he said, Coach, I don't want the pitchers work out. I want the position players work out. And this guy gets to going, and he changes his body. He goes from 83 to 89, 91, and within, I pitch him on Saturdays against the South opponents. He goes 10-0. He's second team All-American. And I had 5 D1 signees. And if you'd have told me his freshman year, he tells the same story. His freshman year, that kid would have pitched in Omaha to help Mississippi State win that World Series over all these other kids, I don't know if I'd have picked it. But as time passed on from day one, I was like, holy cow, this guy's, he's got it in him.
What a great teaching tool also for you to show the hard work that he put in.
Yeah, it was amazing watching him, and I mean, he just had the stuff that he could walk 3 and walk bases loaded, and he'd turn around and strike the next 3 out. But he had an awesome changeup. Changeup is your best pitch in baseball, and that's just a great JUCO story right there.
Absolutely, it really is. Your son, Stone, coaching him, and I'm sure that's got to be special.
Oh, it is. It's fun to be around him, and he got off to a slow start this year, but he's all right. It was 0-0 in the 6th the other day, and 2 outs, runner on second, third Saturday, and he got a base hit to score the 2 runs with 2 outs, and he got him going a little bit, but he led the team in the fall and hit, and all the guys, we do a ranking, and they ranked him as first, and I just let you know he's making his own way. So,
right.
But no, it's a pleasure to be out there with him. I mean, he works hard. He gets after it. He signed a good deal at Delta State, and
it's got to be a great experience for both of you. Be able to play for Dad, be able to coach your kid.
Yeah, that's a lot of experiences people don't get to experience at this level, and it's a good deal.
Was it a hard recruit? Did you have to wine and dine him for a while before he signed with you?
His whole life.
So that's the most expensive recruit you've ever gotten, isn't it?
Yeah, well, he was recruited by some other guys. Coach Ferris at Northeast is one of my buddies, and he always offered to buy him hamburgers and Gatorades and all that other stuff. He can't maybe listen to me now, I don't know, but there was other schools that if I wasn't going to let him play for, I said, look, Stone, you pick whoever you want. You went around Etowah baseball. He said, Dad, you'll never get to watch me play. He said, I like it here. All the kids like it. All the kids enjoy it. It's just a fun atmosphere. And he said, let's do this together. I said, let's go, man. And he's doing good.
All right, before we let you go, Coach, I've also been informed that you have some good Will Kohlmeyer stories for us.
Yeah, we got to get these.
I love Will Kohlmeyer, man. That's one of my buddies. I've got some good ones. He's been through some times on the bus with us, and we do Will's picks to click on the bus, and that guy, he's a pro at what he does, and he's just a pleasure to be around, and I miss him. I hated to hear it when he left us, and
we should have brought him today. Absolutely. Oh man! If I'd have thought we brought him today, but he sends his regards here over Coach and wanted us to say, hey, we appreciate you, man. Congratulations on 23 seasons here as head baseball coach at Etowah, all the success, all the players that you've helped develop to go to next levels and everything. And just appreciate your hard work, and hope you have a great season.
Yes, sir. Thank you guys for having me.
Yeah. All right, there he is, Rick Collier, back.
All right, Little Caesar's Crazy Puffs. Whoa!
Is this little Becky?
Birthday cake comes in. It is so cute. My dad's eating Crazy Puffs again. Don't ask.
Whoa. Have you tried the new bacon ones?
There are bacon ones?
Pizza. It's the Fast Break Sports Show that starts your day. Mississippi Sports Today, Tuesday through Friday at 9. And if you don't catch it at 9, the MST podcast is on wherever you listen with a team of hosts like no other.
For the folks that are listening, I mean, yeah, there is egg salad, but Drew is bringing like a refrigerated, like a pack. So
it's going to be refrigerated.
Egg salad, 24-hour egg salad. We're dropping like flies.
Join Craig and the guys for Mississippi Sports Today on Super Talk 101.9.
When injury knocks you out, Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi will be there for you every step of the way. We are here to get you back in the game, back in motion, back to your life. Our elite team of orthopedic specialists will work side by side with you, educating you about your treatment plan, utilizing advanced technology, and providing you with a successful path to recovery. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. We will get you back.
They say Diet Coke is a mom's drink. Well, you copied her jeans, her spin, her shoes, her scrunchie, and whether you realize it or not, her music. Now, copy her drink. Drink what your mama gave you.
Hey, honey, can you help me with this? Today tastes like staying in. And it never tasted this good.
It feels like the deck is stacked against you before you even start your business. What's the difference between someone who fails and someone who succeeds? To succeed, you need an edge. You might invent technology that nobody else can imagine. Maybe you make the perfect product with the perfect fit. But what every successful business has is a bank that is there for them. Instead of saying slow down, a bank that asks, what's next? Renaissance Bank, understanding you.
And welcome back to the ICC Hour here on Super Talk Mississippi 101.9 FM. As always, the ICC Hour is being brought to you by our friends over at Renaissance Bank. They are the bank that understands you. You can find out why by visiting renaissancebank.com. We're going to continue the show by welcoming in Coach Andy Kirk, and former softball coach here at ICC. And, well, he had a very special day earlier this week, and Coach Kirk having the field named after you, and I know a very special moment for you to be surrounded by so many friends and families just to submit your legacy that will now live forever on our softball field.
It is very much an honor. Thank you for having me, Adam. It's a special day for myself, my family, all involved, of having so many former players show up, and even former players' parents show up. And something that you never imagined as a kid, and definitely even as you get into the coaching profession, that you would be, receive such a gracious honor as what Etowah Community College did for us.
And I know, of course, you and I go way back before ICC, and your legacy lives beyond just the college ranks. But let's just talk about just the legacy. I know you're like me. There's so many people that have paved the way for you or poured into you to be able to help you reach this point in your career. So just talk about some of those individuals that really was a big influence on you.
Yeah, as you know, you start out with, of course, your parents, mom and dad that, take you all over the country playing ball and stuff. And then you just, I got recognition from Facebook from Ingomar Alumni Association, being from Ingomar and all that stuff, and they, of course, they're all about Big Blue and everything. And I was telling them it takes as old saying, a village to raise a child. And with me and my growing up, that was definitely the truth. And they were very influential to me and all the ones I had as coaches growing up. And then, of course, getting in high school and junior high with Coach Norris Ashley. I mean, living a legend at the time that we all looked up to, and still as, in his passing and all the records he broke, I learned so many life lessons from him and coming through that, and then getting to play college ball, and then getting to coach a little bit in the high school ranks before I went back to college and coached at Delta State. And I learned so much from Coach Kennison there at Delta State and how to run a program and the importance of strength and conditioning is for a program, which turned out vital here at Itawamba. But, and then having 8 years at West Union, which was kind of trial and error with those kids as a high school basketball coach, junior high basketball, softball coach, and was with those kids for a long time. Some of them, their whole 6 years of junior high and high school, I was the only coach that they ever had. And it was great times, and that led to a job at East Union, which was a wonderful year I spent over there before my time here. So it's, a lot of people want to get into college coaching, but they don't realize what it takes to get into it. They just want to jump to the top, and I would not take anything for granted for the experiences I had of starting at the very bottom and working my way all the way up through, from a junior high coach or a little league coach all the way to becoming a college coach.
I know when we talked yesterday, you talked about those that helped lay the groundwork for this program, the players and former coaches. Chad Cases, who you followed up here, did a great job of just laying the foundation for that, for you able to come in and take over a program and take it to the next level. So just talk about that uniqueness there of being able to come in that situation. Yeah, Coach Case, he was tremendous. That year I spent at East Union, I found out that he was moving up in the world into the housing office, and taking over for the legendary Teddy Bouchelon, who I got to, give a shout out to Teddy. And I forgot yesterday, but he reminds me very often of how he got this thing going. Not Teddy, but it was Coach Case had it going. He had it rolling, had it started, and he was doing a great job, and then got an offer he was not able to turn down. And he took a program that didn't even have a permanent outfield fence to getting a temporary fence to finally getting a permanent fence put up. And people don't realize those grassroots of where it actually started the foundation to where we were able to get in there for about 4 years. And the administration bought into our program, saw that it was growing with those foundational teams, and they started the first big project we had on the field where we were able to get totally new fencing all the way around the field, dugouts. We had bathrooms in it, which I needed as I got older, and I requested that. Huge bullpens and cages, probably the biggest cages there are around, and they were just phenomenal for that. But they made that investment, and that team, 2016, 2017 teams were very, very talented. They had to practice over at the city park for a whole fall and stuff and everything, which was a challenge for them. But they were one of those, as I always talk with President or Coach Eaton, I still call him and have so much respect for him, they kept matching up with the best teams in the country and just never caught a break to win a state championship, which led to the 2018 team that won the first regular season championship, was just so talented, had two excellent pitchers, and just live for each other, just a team that worked so hard. And that team just relayed over into the 2019 bunch, who made it to the World Series, and a close-knit team, and had a lot of freshmen on that team. They set a lot of records that are there meant to be broken. We don't know when they will, but we figure at some point all records will be broken. But that turned into the year coming back to where we had 10 returners and 2 D1 transfers come in, and some good freshmen, and COVID hit. It's just one of those tough situations that I'm one of those, I don't like to live by the what ifs of life. But that is always going to be for you, and I know the girls, and seeing that talent. What if we got to play that year? What could we have achieved? But it was one of those situations that didn't knock you back. You guys were able to, get the girls graduated that year. I know that was tough to keep everybody's, I guess you say, focus or heart into just school and anything in life. But they earned their degrees. They were able to move on and do great things in life. But then that next 2 years, able to get a couple more 30-win seasons. So a little bump in the road across the way. It was definitely a bump for everybody in the country, or actually in the world, with COVID hitting and not knowing, nobody had been through anything, a pandemic like that or whatever. And that,
you feel for those seniors who lost their season. We felt for those sophomores, for us, who lost that season because, like you said, they had already signed scholarships to move on to other colleges or signed their leases to move on with their life. So I think we had 4 kids coming back from a 14-game season and an all-freshman.
Mm-hmm.
And I was actually looking at some stats the other day. It was crazy. I think that team hit like 10 home runs all year and went like 25-3 in conference and won our second regular season championship. Just a great team to coach. Just I guess they've been through so much that they all just bonded, and it was so much fun. And then my final year, a lot of those same players came back, and people are like, what, how 21, 22 did y'all not win? And it's the same thing. We got beat in extra innings by teams ranked in the top 10 in the country, and you got to catch a break here or there. But when you're playing the best of the best, that's just part of it, And I enjoyed those teams so much. They were so much fun to get to coach and to see the success those kids are having these days, off the field.
We're talking with Coach Andy Kirk. Recently had the softball field named after him. And, Coach, I know when we talked yesterday, I asked you, has that set in yet? But has it still set in yet that, now whenever we refer to it or put out any type of graphics, it's no longer going to say the ICC softball complex. It's going to say Andy Kirk Field. I mean, you're a big family man. I know you are. Yes. And so not only is it just you, but it's that Kirk last name, that legacy that so many poured into you, the girls that bought into your program, family that supported you along the way. It's more than just Andy Kirk that's on that sign.
That's exactly right. They put my name up there, but that's for a lot of people that were involved in that legacy, all the way from those, like we said, those foundational players that we had. And there are a lot of people don't realize coaching a college sport of those families put a lot of trust in you. Mm-hmm. And with Dana and I, we became parents to a lot of kids that we still consider our kids because they were away from home for the first time in their lives. And we had to make sure they were taken care of. And there's things that you never forget, those kids, how much hard work they put in, the assistant coaches put in. It's for them, it's for the managers, the players' parents. It's just everybody that was here during that time of a legacy that they can all be proud of. And I was just dumbstruck of how many people showed up for the event. Former players and then former players' parents or grandparents who showed up because they were tied up in the middle of the week and not able to make it out and they wanted somebody there to represent their family. If not, they were texting or calling Dana or I and letting us know why they were not there and that they were thinking of us and it was deserving. And there's just so many people are involved that I'm just kind of at the head of it and just know it's not sunk in. And it's still, as I was referring to you about seeing the first baseball game last week at Roy Crescent Field, location on there, it hit me again. I was showing Dana on my phone. I was like, when they show the location of the next softball games, it's going to have Andy Kirk Field. And it just kind of, all those emotions came back and all those memories and tears. And it just, that's when it started really becoming real because I kept asking her, like, is this a dream? Yep. Am I dreaming? Wake me up.
Yeah. No, almost don't.
Don't. Yeah.
Here, you can be your best. The best train here. Learn here. Succeed here. Perform here. Win here. Thrive here. Itawamba Community College. The best start here.
You're always pushing yourself. There's no time to rest. You keep moving forward. The only thing better than your last accomplishment is your next.
What's next? What's next?
What's next?
So, Allie, what's next?
I guess we'll see.
Find a bank that's as excited about your future as you are. A bank that asks,
what's next?
Renaissance Bank. Understanding you.
All right, Little Caesar's Crazy Puffs. Whoa!
Is this little Becky?
Birthday cake comes in. It is so cute. My dad's eating Crazy Puffs again. Don't ask.
Whoa. Have you tried the new bacon ones?
There are bacon ones?
Pizza, pizza.
When injury knocks you out, Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi will be there for you every step of the way. We are here to get you back in the game, back in motion, back to your life. Our elite team of orthopedic specialists will work side by side with you, educating you about your treatment plan, utilizing advanced technology, and providing you with a successful path to recovery. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. We will get you back.
It feels like the deck is stacked against you before you even start your business. What's the difference between someone who fails and someone who succeeds? To succeed, you need an edge. You might invent technology that nobody else can imagine. Maybe you make the perfect product with the perfect fit. But what every successful business has is a bank that is there for them. Instead of saying slow down, a bank that asks, what's next? Renaissance Bank, understanding you.
Well, and you've referenced her a couple of times in this last bit of a conversation, but, that's part of, we are an ICC family here, but a large part of it is, the people that are support staff. You talked about your assistant coaches, your players. There's always that one special person, or every once in a while more than one, but, Dana being that special person, because it's tough. It's tough being a coach's wife. Yes. But, if you have that person at home that is your backbone and supports you, she's able to lift you to these type of levels.
Oh, that's exactly right. You got to have that support person behind you. To be the team mom, especially coaching a girls' sport, is just vital, because that's how they still refer to her. There's not ever, anytime I talk to a former player, that either on the phone or through a text at the end, and even the parents of the former players, that at the end they are going to say, tell Miss Dana we said hello and we miss her and look forward to talking to her soon. So you having that special person as your rock that you can come home to, because nobody has a perfect record. No, I made plenty of mistakes in my career, on the field, off the field, different things. And it's having somebody there to support you it's vital for that to happen. Yes.
And I know it had to be extra special for you to have your rest of your family on the field with you at that time. We talk about your grandkids. I know that's a really big part of your life. Those little jokers just running around everywhere. Just talk about that moment. To share it with your family had to just make it extra special.
It was definitely extra special to have my family there on my side of the family. And Dana had a lot of her family who had made the drive up from Grenada and other areas. But yes, that's we had a lot of sickness going on right now in our communities and around. Some schools not even able to go to schools, had to let out of school and everything. So some were not able to be there, but they were there in spirit, and some have gone on to be with the Lord and they were not there. But I think they were super proud of the event, and ICC did a tremendous job of what they put on as far as in my opinion, there's no way it would have been any better yesterday with the whole how it all went and how it all played out. And just, I tell people all the time, it's hard to fall or it's hard to go backwards when you got so many people behind you pushing you forward. And that's the way my whole career has been, from blood family to I have a lot of people that are not my blood that are my family. They're my brothers and sisters, and a lot of people here at Itawamba Community College. I have a lot of people here that have pushed me and have been so supportive of me in my career throughout the whole time I was here and even beyond. And those people are always special to me, and one of them's Adam Gore.
Thank you,
and like I said, we've known each other a long time, but even before being at ICC, and it's this special to have those type of people in your life.
Absolutely, that's one thing. I'll echo that too, man. Yes, we work together, but we're more than that, man. I consider you a good close friend of mine, and I'm very, very proud for you to have this moment. As you said, it will last forever. Now, with that, we do invite you to come out and see the softball field. Got the new renovations going on, the new press box, the new dressing rooms for tennis and softball. A lot of great stuff going on with the addition of your name being built to it. So that being added to it, just your thoughts on the new facility.
New facility is just top notch. It's as good, if not better, than anything you'll see in junior college softball, or even in a lot of 4-year softball facilities. And I was honored just to have, during the time before I was about to retire, or going through that procedure and talking to Dr. Allen and all his people and everything, that they let me stay involved in the whole process of the grandstands, the press box, the dressing rooms, how it was going to be worked out and all that stuff, because they respected my experience of that, and that was just a great honor. And the one thing I'd ask Dr. Allen and I've shared this with many people, is that whenever we did have the first game with the grandstands and the party decks and the Adam Gore press box up there and radio booth, that if I could throw out the first pitch along with him, because he was such a big part of that, making sure and getting the board to check off on that happened, because that had been a long process. COVID hit during that time as well, when the baby stages had started with it, and delays with getting product and getting workers. So it was a long process for what happened there, but I thought he was actually calling me to let me know that's what to remind me I was going to throw out the first pitch, and he was telling me they were going to name the field after me. Was just I was too emotional even to talk. I just told him how humbled I was, and that it was amazing. Now I did hear Coach Dr. Coach Case, I still call him Coach,
he's
but
still Coach.
Now he did mention with on the radio with Craig Horton that anybody wants to see a tour of the facility, that he is here all the time, to call his office or email him, set up a time, and he will take you through it. And the coaches there, Coach Owens, they'll be glad to show anybody too. They won't come to it, but yes, come out to a game this spring and just see the facility. When you come and on this back street and you look out there, it will blow your mind what you see. And then once you get up closer and you see it, and I mean up close, it's not for just viewing from 500 yards away. When you get up to it up close, it's even better.
Absolutely. A fitting start to Andy Kirk field. The very first game was a win for the softball team. Yes. So kind of following in your suit there. Yes. So, again, we're talking with Andy Kirk about him being named, his field being named after him here at ICC. And, Andy, this is part of anytime I do an interview like this, I always like to step back and give you a chance to just have the floor for a moment, and then also thank those that you want to take an opportunity to thank. I know it's always tough because you're like, I know I'm going to forget somebody, but I just want to open the floor for you and take as much time as you'd like now to just thank those, and then just take anything I might have missed on.
Yeah, I know I will definitely probably miss on some people, and if I do, they probably already heard from me anyway. If not, they will be hearing from me because I've heard from them. But first, you thank the good Lord for giving me the breath to be here, that He got it started, and then you're my parents and grandparents, and tell the story all the time of having one grandmother who was widowed by an accident with my granddad when she was 27 years old and had 4 daughters under the age of 9, and she raised those for the next 50 plus years, basically by herself in the community. And another grandmother who it didn't matter if we won, lost, got any hits, whatever happened, she just wanted to know that I gave an honest day's work. She said, son, as long as you give an honest day's work to your employer, you can lay your head down at night. And that's kind of the way I was raised, with strong women in my life. And, of course, my dad, my mom, they were always there. They drug me all over the country playing ball and stuff, and supported me in everything I did. And then everywhere I've worked, I've had a great administration, including here at ICC, with Coach Ball, Dr. Collins, Dr. Cole. When I first started, he let us know where softball was not a great priority at that time, but that I had the opportunity to make it what I wanted to make it. And if I did, he would support me 100%, and he did. All the way up to, President Eaton, who we had a lot of great conversations. He was great to bang some stuff off of. Coach Cressup has been a big influence on my career, but I had a great administration who let me coach the way that I coached, the way that I played, and I played hard, and I had players who would do that. And, even the instructors that did one were so supportive of me. They'd come in the cafeteria and brag on our kids, and that just helped us, motivate us, because, academics was a big part of my life, being coming from an education family. All my family except my dad was in education. So we eat lunch pretty quick. Everybody gets a plate and gets gone because you got to get to the next class. But we always had teams that had good grades. I was always proud of that, and I'm so proud of what the kids have come with their careers so far. We're the ones that do it. But there's so many people. All the way to, we had bus drivers there yesterday. We had Mr. Mike and Darius, who, those precious kids that they took of ours on these trips, and people don't appreciate that sometimes. We did. We fed them good and took care of them because they're family. They're still family to us, even the housekeepers and the field crew. You had your people up in the physical plant like Keith Reese, who checked on us every single day. Do you need anything? Mm-hmm. Those people don't have to do stuff like that. Right. But they bought into it, and they made our program this more special. And I could just go on and on about the different people and how that, you and your crew set the gold standard, as I say, for covering girls softball. And putting it out there to where all these other programs in the state and Mississippi and Alabama were always talking about, man, y'all get so much coverage. Your kids are getting interviews all the time. They're on social media. They're getting all this, and every game is broadcast, and they're just like, how do y'all do it? And I was like, we have a great crew. As Adam Gore and SID and all of them, they love our team. Our team loves them, and if they get the opportunity to speak, they're going to speak, and they're going to just try to put it out there. And all it did was help us in recruiting and help us to build the program we wanted. So we appreciate that firsthand for you and your crew and for all these people, even the ones I forgot. It's like going through the ways that they are. Those memories flood back all the time. You know, we could sit here for hours and hours and hours and talk, and I know we don't have that much time, but there's people that just pop up, and I jot down things all the time that come to mind, and I just don't know how else people that remember the things that I don't remember. These players remember a lot of stuff.
Yes. Sometimes good, sometimes bad. Yes.
And then somehow some dancing came out from our first regular season championship, and you got JoJo Vasquez out there, and she's the hype person, as I hear. And you know, Daniel Rowland was there, and Kerry Simmons has been with me a long time. Those assistant coaches were at there. Haley Moore Thompson now, you know, it was awesome. Laura Mitchell, it was just seeing all those, a few that were not able to make it, but those people made a lot of sacrifices for the program over here, and it does not go underappreciated, I promise you.
Well, Andy, I do appreciate your time today. I know very valuable. We were able to come out for signing day today as well. I think Levi's ready to get out on the road a little bit. He's getting a little antsy over there. He's watched enough Avengers and made me play Avengers with him as well. So, but Andy, congratulations, man. And I do mean that both professionally and personally. You've been a great friend to me over the years, and this is a great honor that you deserve. And, man, I'm proud for you.
I appreciate that. It is very unexpected. It will never go underappreciated, I promise you. It is very humbling and a grateful experience for me and my family. And yes, the grandkids are excited. Our kids are, you know, I was getting into a little bit about how the sacrifices families have to make. You don't realize that with spouses and kids and things you have to miss. And I talk to coaches now, I counsel a lot of them, and it is hard. You don't realize when you've got to be at a ball game and you've got to be there, and your kids got something else going on, and your spouse got to go with them, or your grandparents got to take care of them. It's hard for everybody. So to have it come back full circle and to get some recognition like this just makes it feel like it's all worthwhile. And I just appreciate the ICC family. You know, it's been good to me, and we're just gonna keep loving ICC. That's hard. People say you never leave. And I never have, and don't plan on it, because when a place has been as good to somebody as it has me, then you always want to give back to as much as you can. So I appreciate you guys. I appreciate the honor and the time, and so Roll Tribe.
Roll Tribe. I was going to let you know. So that's how you always end it. So we'll end it with a Roll Tribe.
Guys, you're not going to believe the luck I've had lately. Just the other day, I had a flat tire, thought I was in big trouble. Before I know it, somebody pulled it over, fixed the tire.
Oh, that's not luck, Kirk. It's because
that's not the only thing. How about when I'm in a studio, drop the cell phone, bang, shatters completely. Guy hands me a brand new cell phone.
Yeah, Kirk, that's because you have Renaissance Rewards Extra.
Yeah, roadside assistance, cell phone protection, coupon straight to your phone.
And another discount with Renaissance Rewards Extra, Mr. Herbstreit.
Life's just easier when you have Renaissance Rewards Extra.
When injury knocks you out, Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi will be there for you every step of the way. We are here to get you back in the game, back in motion, back to your life. Our elite team of orthopedic specialists will work side by side with you, educating you about your treatment plan, utilizing advanced technology, and providing you with a successful path to recovery. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. We will get you back.
Welcome to the pasta party!
1, 2, 3.
Making new traditions.
Now let's go and keep going, keep going.
Sharing old stories. Homemade pasta.
Enjoy, cheers to us, we did it!
And a nice cold Coke.
Okay, ready? 1,
Ready.
2.
That's my recipe for magic.
Are you looking for a place that creates lifelong friendships? A place that feels like home.
A place that drives you to new opportunities.
That teaches you skills to improve.
A place that sets the standard.
That challenges you to be better every day. A place full of opportunity.
We are that place. We are Itawamba Community College, and you belong here.